President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi presented 5 main axes to confront the region's crisis and the priority issues in the next stage. The axes are related to strengthening international cooperation and solidarity and to raise the region's capabilities in dealing with challenges in order to contain the repercussions of such crisis. The President's remarks came in his word before the Jeddah summit and details in the coming report.
أصحاب الجلالة والفخامة والسمو، أتقدم بالتحية والتقدير للدول المشاركة في قمة اليوم والتي تأتي في لحظة استثنائية من تاريخ العالم والمنطقة العربية لتحمل دلالة.
President Fattah el-Sisi stressed that the summit comes at an exceptional moment in the history of the world and the Arab region and carries a clear political significance for the development of partnership between Arab countries and the United States. In his speech before the Jeddah Security and Development Summit, President el-Sisi said that global challenges increased in severity such as coronavirus pandemic, climate change, food security and outbreak of armed conflicts, which casts a shadow over the world, including the Arab region. In addition, the President said that joint efforts must be intensified to revive the peace process and to work on building societies within the basis of citizenship and democracy while preserving the capabilities of peoples and supporting the basic pillars of states. Concerning the empowerment of women and youth, the President added that it is important that youth must be engaged in the society with the support of states and institutions. The President said the energy crisis requires effective cooperation to stabilize global markets. The head of state stressed also that laws of preserving water security must be reformulated. President el-Sisi stressed that a common vision must be developed to confront the phenomenon of climate change. He also offered 5 main axes to confront the region's crisis and the priority issues in the next stage. Sisi pointed out to the importance of reaching a just and comprehensive settlement to the Palestinian issue on the basis of two-state solution. Concluding his word, the President also invited world and Arab leaders to participate in the upcoming COP27 set to be held in Sharm el-Sheikh. On the sidelines of Jeddah Security and Development Summit, President Fattah el-Sisi met with the American counterpart Joe Biden. During the meeting, Biden said the U.S. administration is looking forward to achieving frameworks of bilateral cooperation and enhancing coordination and strategic consultation with Egypt in the upcoming stage. Biden also pointed out to Egypt's pivotal role in the Middle East under the wise leadership of President el-Sisi, which represents a key pillar for maintaining peace and security in the region. For his part, President el-Sisi stressed the strategic relationship between Egypt and the U.S. and announced his readiness to take it to a whole new level. The summit brings together the leaders of the Gulf Cooperation Council countries, Egypt, Iraq and Jordan, as well as U.S. President Joe Biden. U.S. President Joe Biden said on Saturday the United States would remain an active, engaged partner in the Middle East. Addressing Jeddah Security and Development Summit, Biden told the Arab leaders that the United States is invested in building a positive future of the region in partnership with all countries in the region. Biden said that the United States will remain an active, engaged partner in the Middle East. He said that the U.S. still has the ability to counter security threats and make new alliances. He also stressed that more stability in the Middle East is for the interest of the United States. He also announced $1 billion in food aid for the Middle East. Biden also told the summit, U.S. is committed to ensure Iran never gets a nuclear weapon and will continue diplomatic efforts to stop its endeavors. He also added that the United States is looking forward to the upcoming COP27 in Egypt and that he sees more investment agreements in the region to serve the countries. Addressing Jeddah Security and Development Summit, Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman called on Iran to cooperate and not to interfere in other countries' affairs. Jordan's King Abdullah Al Thani addressed Jeddah Security and Development Summit. He said that Jordan has deep historic relations with Egypt, Iraq and Gulf countries. Bahraini King Hamad bin Isa also addressed the summit. He said it is necessary to establish a Palestinian state according to its two-state solution. He stressed that the Yemeni crisis should be solved for the sake of Yemeni people, adding that maintaining security and stability in the region needs cooperation. Bin Isa stressed on supporting efforts to stabilize the global energy prices. Qatari Emir Tamim also gave a speech at Jeddah Security and Development Summit, saying that there is no stability or development while disputes still exist. He added that crises and wars in any region threaten all the world. He underscored that achieving stability in the Gulf is a must. He added that Palestinian cause should be solved in light of global threats. He pointed that Qatar is looking for the U.S. role in solving Palestinian cause according to international legitimacy. Iraqi Prime Minister Al-Khadimi also addresses Jeddah Security and Development Summit. He underscored that Ukrainian crisis needs intensifying efforts to guarantee food security. Al-Khadimi said that tripartite meetings in Cairo and Oman resulted in common vision for cooperation and that Palestinian people's rights should be maintained. Kuwaiti Crown Prince also addressed Jeddah Summit, calling for achieving Palestinian state and ending crises in the region. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman earlier received a number of Arab and world leaders as well as members of the Gulf Cooperation Council countries in Saudi Arabia to participate in Jeddah Security and Development Summit hosted by the kingdom. The Saudi Crown Prince received President Sisi, followed by Kuwait's Crown Prince Sheikh Mashal Al Ahmed Al Sabah. President of the United Arab Emirates Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan arrived later and was welcomed by the Crown Prince upon his arrival at Jeddah Airport. Bin Zayed's visit is the first of its kind to the Saudi Kingdom after holding presidency of UAE. Bahrain's King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa arrived shortly after. The Saudi Crown Prince also received Deputy Prime Minister for International Relations and Cooperation Affairs and Special Representative of Sultan of Oman. Shortly after, Bin Salman also received Jordanian King Abdullah II, followed by Qatar's Emir Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani. Minister of Foreign Affairs and President-designate of COP27, Sameh Shoukry, discussed with the British Prince of Wales via phone Egypt's vision and goals on the 27th session of the Conference of the Parties of UN Framework Climate Change Convention. The call was part of the current consultations with all countries and parties concerned on preparations for the COP27 to be hosted in Egypt in the Red Sea city of Sharm el-Sheikh in November. Minister Shoukry hailed the UK vital role at COP26, praising efforts exerted by Prince Charles to promote global climate action. Shoukry expressed Egypt's keenness to work with Prince Charles in the coming period to increase the participation of the private sector in global efforts to face climate changes through climate change-linked initiatives.